Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Marilyn and my channel is Making with Marilyn. Now I do all things crafty, rhinestones, sublimation, once in a while even embroidery and all kinds of other things. But on today's video, we're going to unbox what you see right back there. Now let me tell you, I am so excited to dig into this. It is a tumbler press, but it's a combo tumbler press and hat press. Now the hat press doesn't have one of the things you push down, but it does have the base like one of those, so I'm really curious to see how it works. Let me go ahead and move that big box over here. We'll get started looking at it. Now my plan is to come on live and do my first projects on live. I'm going to do one hat with rhinestones. You might see rhinestones over here. I'm going to do one hat with rhinestones and then one tumbler. So if you want to see that, I'll put a link to that video down below. I'm going to schedule it for later this evening. And if you're watching this after I did it, the link should get you back so that you can see the first projects. Now this came through Amazon, and so I've already taken it out of the Amazon box. And if you've seen my videos, you've probably seen I end up usually with pink tumbler presses. We're hoping for a different outcome this time. I don't even think this comes in pink, so I probably don't need to worry about that. But it doesn't matter what color it is. If it works well, I'll use it. All right, let me show you what's in the box. So the first thing that's in here is a little cutting mat. And I say little, it's not that tiny. I think it's 8 inches by 11 inches. And that's just the measuring part. It's a little bigger than that. And then it's not big. It comes with a set of heat resistant gloves. Now they're not heat proof, they're just heat resistant. It comes with a couple of extra fuses, some sublimation tape, and the instructions. All right, so everything else looks like the press. It's purple. I love that. So there's the top part of the hat press. And I want to tell you, I was so excited when I looked online today and I saw that there's a $100 coupon on Amazon right now. I don't know how long that'll last. And so that's why I want to go ahead and do the live as soon as I can, because I can't recommend this without ever having used it. So here's the base. And so your hat's going to go there and you're going to press down with a manual, meaning my arm, manual pressure. All right, I'm going to move the box to the ground and lift this up onto the table. Now it is packaged really well. You have the large compartment for the press itself and the 2 other compartments for the parts of the hat press. Again, it's purple. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. Let me move my camera down some. Now here's the press. And the first thing I want to do is show you that you have this cord over here. Now that cord to use the press is going to plug in right here. And it has this little collar to tighten it down. Now there is a gap in the metal, and let me look at this. Usually that goes at the top. It goes at the top and a little bit to the side. So you do have to thread that on just right. Then press it in, and then tighten down this collar. All right, that just keeps your cord from pulling out on accident. Okay, so it works just like any other press. Let me get a cup. Now to make sure that you have even pressure, you have these 2 knobs at the back. And so you tighten those so that the gap that you can see from the top, you want that gap once you have your cup in there to be about even. And this has some nice suction feet on it, or suction cups on it, so it's not going to move around on your table. So let's see how a tumbler fits in there. Now I typically do 20-ounce tumblers. And so I'm just going to put that in from the side, and it's not heating up yet. I just want to see how tight this fits. So I'm going to pull on it and push on it, see if it moves, and it doesn't. And it wasn't too hard to close, so that's pretty good pressure right there. Now this is how you make sure you have it to the settings you want. I'm going to go ahead and take this tumbler out and plug it in. Now when I use a tumbler press, I like to plug mine in either directly to the wall or a very heavy-duty extension cord. Like I have a long 30-foot heavy-duty orange extension cord. I use that in my craft room. So the place that you plug it in is right here. And then this is the type of heavy-duty extension cord that I use. Now you turn it on with this little toggle switch over here. Now mine was already toggled to the on position. You press the bottom part of it to turn it off and the top part to turn it on. Now there's 4 modes, and all that means is they're presets. So in the instructions it says mode 1 is 360 for 50 seconds, mode 2 360 for 90 seconds, mode 3 390 for 200 seconds, and then mode 4 360 for 30 seconds. And then it does tell you that you can adjust any of those the way you want to. So that's preset 1, 360 for 50 seconds. Now I was doing my tumblers at like 385, and I was doing them for 50 seconds twice. When I used a recent tumbler press, I used the instructions they gave me, and they used a much lower temperature. So I'm going to leave preset 1 alone at 360 for 50 seconds. All right, I want to go ahead and turn this off so then I can put the hat press on it and see how that works. Now to do that, all you have to do is unscrew your little collar, pull the plug out. You always want to pull it from the plug, not the cable. If you pull from the cable, you're going to cause this to not connect real well, so always pull from the plug. Now the hat press has its own cable. You see it right here. And just like the cord on the tumbler press, it has a gap in the middle. You have to line that up, push it in all the way, and then screw this down tight. Okay, we'll turn this back on. Okay, so this time I'm going to go ahead and use mode 2 to set it at my favorite time and temperature, and that's for rhinestones. So I'm going to press 2. I'm going to let that go ahead and heat up, and then I'll adjust it. I'm going to turn it down from 360 degrees to 350 degrees. Now let's go ahead and press the set button and see which one of those lights up. If it's the temperature, then I can adjust the temperature. If it's the seconds, I'll adjust the seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this down to 15 seconds. And then I press set again. So this should be really, ooh, that's heavy. This should be really, really hot, and I can see steam coming off of that. I don't need to touch it to tell, even though that would be my nature to do that. And the base is really hot, so that's working fine. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn it all off, get this video uploaded, and then I'm going to come back and do a live. I want to see how well it works on the tumbler and the hat. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you're subscribed, click the bell, and then select the all notifications. That way YouTube lets you know anytime I upload new content. But I will also put a link in the video description so that you can come directly to the live.